Yo, what goes on, leashes? What's going on? What's dirty? What's dirty, fam? 973 is going to be filthy like a hoe. Get that hoe filth. What up, boosh? What up? Yeah. Chip, 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 chip. Chip. Where are the comments not popping up? Not popping up yet. Yep. Dare me to make fucking gains. Yeah, it's on. Oh shit. Yeah. It's Papa fucking Solio. Yeah. Oh. No bullshit. You fuck. You fuck.
The birds are chirping.
The bacon.
The bacon
Look
is
at
sizzling.
that.
Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing. Test equals. Welcome everyone to episode 973 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because we're not flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What up, ya boosh? What's going on, booshes? What is the good schword? Daddy is home. All right, this is the episode where Daddy comes home. Look at me. Daddy's here. Daddy's home. Daddy's home. What is up, everyone? Welcome to 973 of the Sleaze. Thanks for joining me live. Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch, everywhere. I don't know if the live chat thing is working on the little thing here. That's weird. Fuck you, whoever runs that. Live chat people. Anyway, so I'm going to have to look over here. I'm going to have to look on the phone. That's why I have the backups. Anyway, I need to be the personal announcer for a pro wrestler in the blue corner. Sick fucking gains. It's Flex Friday, everyone. Welcome to 973. If it's your first time, drop in the comments if you are a virgin to the swole. We have been on a nutrition kick the last couple days, and I posted this morning a wonderful post that's getting a lot of engagement, and it's about calories and calorie counting. And we're going to continue yesterday's conversation with talking about nutrition. And I'll be taking some questions. We'll be discussing it. And I want to really clarify and go hard on, that's what she said. I want to go in and out, just like she said. Calories in versus calories out. I want to explain, and I want everyone to understand why the quality of your food far supersedes how much you are consuming. And this is an approach. This is another approach. It's like another phase of the approach to your life and to your fitness, to your training. It's so much more than simply, you need to measure things. We love to measure things. And you know why you love and we love to measure things? Because we're taught since we are 2 or 3 years old how to count. You count how many toy cars you have. Little Timmy, how many toy cars you have? 3, Mom. That's right. You have 3 little cars. And we learn how to add things. We learn how to subtract things. We learn arithmetic. We forget the calculus. We forget the trigonometry, but we remember our A, B fucking C's. We remember 1, 2, 3. The count Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3. Now you have sick fucking gains. That's what we remember. So it's very easy to comprehend these small numbers. It's very easy to comprehend 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. And I actually dropped a little nugget of this on the Swolenormous Audio Experience, the other podcast. Reminder, if you have not yet subscribed to the Swolenormous Audio Experience, please go over there and do so. And I was talking about things like the distance from Earth to the sun. 93 million miles away. We know it's a far fucking distance, but come on, no one here that's watching or listening can comprehend what 93 million of anything is. We understand the number is very big. We understand the sun is very far away. We understand that 93 million people is less than who lives in the United States. We understand it's a lot of people, but we can't like conceptually visualize it. We understand what maybe 60,000 people look like because we've been to a sports stadium, but 93 million, you never get that in one area. You never get that many people. Wow, you can see it in one place. That would be mind-blowing. It's never happened. We've never gotten that many people in a concentrated area, so we don't really understand what that is. We talk about 93 million. We go to the beach, right? And you'll say there's trillions of grains of sand. We see the sand, but we just don't, we don't see them as individual. It's just very hard to comprehend big numbers. So it's very easy. It's very easy to discuss calories and health and whittle it down and boil it down to 100 calories, 200 calories. I want to explain something to you. Why do you think, why do you think that we have numbers like 2,000 calories? Why do you think that the average human being, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, whatever it is, why do you think that number is something conceptually reasonable? Many of you probably don't know that the way we discuss calories is actually capital C, also known as kilocalories. So when we say 100 calories, it's actually 100,000 calories, lowercase c. All right. So we have created even another category so we can comprehend and discuss calories. So when you're eating 100 calories, you're actually eating 100,000 calories. You're eating 100 kilocalories. It's like a meter or kilometer and a meter and all those things. A kilometer is 1,000 meters. That's the same thing. And most people don't know. We call them calories, and the capital C means kilocalorie, kcal. And if you do your physics or your science, whatever, your chemistry, whatever the fuck it is, that's the multiplier. And wouldn't it be crazy if you can't eat more than 2 million calories a day? We wouldn't be able to understand the concept. It'd be fucking mind blowing. All right. It would blow your fucking mind. It would blow your fucking mind. We can't discuss that. It's not reasonable to have that on a package. It's not reasonable to say, oh, this is 100,000 calories. We're not passing yen back and forth. We're talking about it's easier. It's easier. Okay. It's easier to talk in terms of kilocalories. It's easier that way. And that is fundamentally the issue with how we conceptualize our nutrition. Now, hold on a second. Okay. All right. So that being said, because of that literal fact, we can really relate that back to our tiny little human minds, what we can see in front of us, what we can understand. That is where the issues really stem from. That is where the fork takes place. That's where everything kind of dissipates. That's where this divide has occurred. Because when we focus on the number of the calories exist, they're units of energy. And technically, forgive me if I'm wrong, you can Google it. A calorie is the amount of energy. This is the scientific definition, or close to it. A calorie is the amount of energy required to raise a gram of water or something 1 degree Celsius, 1 degree centigrade. That's literally what a calorie is. It's energy added to a system that will raise one amount of water, 1 unit of water. In this case, I believe it's a gram, 1 degree centigrade. I tell everyone that you listen to it and you're like, well, okay, I don't fucking understand what that means. This is how human beings have added logic and reason to the world. We understand energy. Okay, it's tangible. We can measure it. That's nice. So let's put that into science and let's study that. And obviously it allows us to do a lot of things because science. All right. Now, when we translate that into our lives, when we translate that into how our lives work, when we translate that into now, into modern day, into your daily life, to measure, to weigh, to package, and to organize food in terms of quantity, the foundational idea behind that is because food is in abundance. And in nature, the way humans have evolved, food is not abundant. Food is rare and scarce. You have to work for your food, which is essentially exercise. You have to go hunt it. You have to go gather it. You have to go fucking find it. All right. That's why humans are not naturally vegan. That's why, because you don't get a lot of energy from plants in terms of you're walking around gathering shit. You're just picking up fucking lettuce and you're fucking hungry as shit. You're looking for satisfaction. You're hunting animals. Sure, you're getting fruit, you're getting berries, and you're getting whatever things that are off the ground, whatever. But we're looking for energy, and food is hard to come by, especially in winter months and things like that. If it snows, you're not eating grass, you're not eating lettuce, you're not eating vegetables, you're hunting caribou, you're hunting animals that can survive in the winter that'll provide you with calories and nutrition, right? That being said, to use caloric value now, the idea is it makes sense, okay? It makes sense to count calories because we have excess food. We have excess access to food. And I understand that. There's too much food. There's so much abundance, of course, because of manufacturing, because of technology. We have the ability to have endless food. Agreed? We have endless access to calories. So the logic, and I'm saying the logic and the way it's been explained, that's why it's so ingrained. That's why people have such a hard time unpacking this and unraveling this, is because there's so much excess. We need to fundamentally cut back on the quantity. It makes sense, right? We have too much energy coming into the system. So our body says, well, we have a lot of extra. I'm not going to get rid of it. It's like someone giving you $1 million. Let's say you have a bill to pay. It's $1,000 bill and someone gives you $1 million. Are you going to say, oh, well, here's $1 million. It only cost me $1,000, but I may as well give you $1 million. No, you're going to give that $1,000. You're going to keep $999,000 for yourself. That's what your body does. It has extra energy. And on an evolutionary level, your body is going to keep as much as it can because your body has evolved over millions of years to understand that food is scarce. If you have extra energy, keep it. So when you are having a problem losing weight, guess why? Your body is designed to want to store fat. That's why you do. That's why your body does not want to get rid of it. Your body doesn't want to be shredded. Your body doesn't want to be fucking ripped. Your body wants to survive, and it wants extra energy for the upcoming famine, for the upcoming frost, for the upcoming, the winter season, whatever it is. That's what your body is programmed to. Your body is programmed through evolution to keep as much fucking energy as possible because shit's going to be scarce real soon and you never know when it's going to happen. So we better keep extra. Okay. That being said, and in the past, you didn't have extra to keep. So you didn't have hugely fat, obese fucking natives because there wasn't extra to begin with. Your body would store as much as it can or could, but you didn't have excess. Right. So understanding that, it makes sense. In this day and age, because food is ubiquitous, we can get anything anywhere for really cheap. You think, all right, well, if I restrict calories, that's going to be a better option. The problem is the foods that we're eating, the foods that 99% of the population consume, do the wrong thing inside our body. They're not real foods. They're not the foods that we should be consuming, especially in those quantities, if at all, especially processed sugar, things that aren't natural. Our bodies have evolved over millions of years, and now we're consuming food in the last 15, 20, 50 years that never existed. Family, we are talking about millions and millions and millions of years of evolution, and then foods that are suddenly appearing in the last 50 years. That is literally I'm in Florida, that's literally me going to the beach, and every grain of sand is a year of time. All right, you have trillions of grains of sand, maybe quadrillions, whatever it is. That's like me going down and picking up 1 grain of sand, and that would equal 50 fucking years. Oh, this long we've been having this type of food. And you look at all the grains of sand. That's how long we have not had this food. Now, to take this new food, we'll call it new food, all the white flour, the processed carbohydrates, the high fructose corn syrup, all these things in boxes and preservatives, food colorings, all of these things, even chemicals, even household cleaners, everything. We're talking specifically food, but it's really our environment, what we surround ourselves, what we put on our body, all of it. That has been around for such a short period of time that is interrupting and disrupting our endocrine system. It's fucking up things like our thyroid, our brain and psychological mental function. It's fucking up our hormones, which is our body's internal messaging system. It's like text message, SMS inside the body. Your body secretes messengers, proteins, different things, different little taxi cabs like Uber, okay? It's an endocrine system. Your body sends them around. Your body consumes something triggers the release of another, which triggers a release. It's like an if this, then that. One thing is present in the blood, so that triggers the release of another messenger, which sends a message to somewhere else. They see that, and then something else is released, a chain reaction, and that goes systemically in the blood. Because the foods that we have and what's in our environment is fucking up that messaging system, when we use caloric restriction with the wrong foods, fundamentally the wrong foods that are fucking up our body, that are not giving us nutrient-dense nutrition. They're not giving us the proper vitamins and minerals. They are interrupting our body. They're fucking up our hormones, which are causing stress, release of stress, cortisol, which stores fat and retains water and so forth. By restricting the calories, by going to that very understandable form of, I can understand 200 calories, 500 calories, 600 calories. I can understand that. Because we are going to the counting, we're counting garbage. We're counting trash. We're counting shit we should not be eating, period. So what do you think? You fucking tell me. What's the right approach? What's the first thing? I'm talking about the first thing. I'm not saying that things don't exist. Everything I talked about exists. What should happen first? Should you worry about the volume of the garbage that you're eating? Or should you worry about the garbage that you're eating and then concern yourself with the volume, if that's even necessary? It is so commonsensical, if that's even a phrase. I don't know what else to say. I know people are in the comments are going to say things, well, you have to restrict calories. I lost weight and I lose fat with restricting calories. Yes, I get it. You're cutting out extra energy. Your body does not have enough energy. So you will lose mass. You'll lose muscle, you lose bone density, you lose fat. You'll lose, depending on your sensitivity and your personal situation and what you're actually consuming. Yeah, of course you can lose weight. And yeah, you can get lean. But newsflash, being lean and being a certain body fat percentage does not mean you're healthy. We associate seeing muscle and being lean with health. And that's so fucking wrong. You know why? Because human beings are intelligent, but we're also very stupid. And what do I see? Oh, I see lean, they're healthy. Oh, I see fat, they're unhealthy. We know that being obese is not good. Doesn't mean that everyone's fucking sick and dying that's obese. Some people skirt issues for whatever reason. And believe it or not, scientists don't know why. A lot of these diseases are linked to obesity. They don't really know why in many cases. It's just such a strong correlation. It's like, obviously, you should be less of a body fat because you will not be at risk for all these major things. So we say, let's stop being so fucking obese. It's just the right thing to do. If you're eating shit, let's go to the extreme so I can make it more obvious. Because everyone's going to say, well, I'm eating beef and I'm eating meat and I'm unhealthy. We'll get to the details, maybe either later or in another episode. We'll get to the details. When it comes to your measuring versus the quality, and put in the comments below. They're not popping up on the screen, but we can look at them later and other people are going to see. So if you have experience with this, if you've seen amazing health benefits with either way, what is your experience with focusing on the quality versus focusing on counting? When you are eating, let's say you're eating literal garbage. Let's say there's a pile of garbage and I say, well, let's cut down how much garbage you're eating. Let's only have a plate of this garbage. because then you'll lose fat and you'll be healthier. Okay. And then on the other hand, you're saying, well, that's all fucking garbage. So let's not even concern ourselves with any measuring of that period. That needs to go, that needs to get the fuck out yesterday. Let's go over here and start looking and consuming the right foods so your body can, 1, restore hormone balance, 2, psychological function and things like proper and better sleep patterns, less joint pain, less chronic systemic inflammation. And believe it or not, what most people don't know is why they feel hungry. I'm going to tell you right now why you feel hungry. And it's not I'm not going to be saying, oh, well, that's because you need to have energy to live. Yes, but the actual physiological feeling of hunger is hormone related. Your body releases hormones in response to rising or lowering blood sugar and other factors, and you feel hungry. This is why there's a delay. This is why when you're done eating, you start to feel more full about 10 to 15 minutes later because those signals are released into the bloodstream. It's not a nervous effect. It's not like a muscle contraction that's like instantaneous. It's a delay because those messages have to travel in the bloodstream. Those little chemical messengers get sent back up and relay to the brain. The stomach, for example, sends it to the brain and says, hey, we're full now. We have enough food. And the brain says, okay. That's why fast food is so bad, because it restricts the release of certain hormones that make you feel full. So you don't understand that you're full. You go back and order a couple more cheeseburgers. And then half an hour later, once those extra messages get back saying, holy shit, we're way past it. Stop. It's too late. And then you feel like you're going to fucking throw up. That's why if you wait to eat after you're done, about 10, 15 minutes, you wait, usually you're not hungry anymore because those messages have finally gotten to your brain. So if you eat until you're 80% full, that's usually how much you should that's how much you should really be eating. You shouldn't be eating until you're full, because then in 10 to 15 minutes, you realize you overate. Okay? It's the endocrine system. You're interrupting your body's communication to tell you when it's hungry and to tell you when it's full, when you're eating shit. So when you are measuring shit and you're restricting shit, what's happening is that shit is affecting your body's communication with whether you're hungry or full. That's why when you eat shit, even when you restrict shitty fucking calories, oh, well, I'm eating only 800 calories of cookies. That's why you're having these crashes and these dumps and of insulin. That's why you're having these cravings, because your body, 1, isn't getting nutrients from it. And 2, your body is not able to send the right signals back and forth when you're hungry and full, because it's a roller coaster of these hormones that are just fucking just everywhere. When you focus on eating the right foods, your body can rebalance. It takes time. Some people have a lot of fucking damage. Some people have a lot of damage. Do you know what else is a part of your endocrine system, the hormone release system, essentially? The thyroid. The thyroid gland regulates your metabolism. That's your body's ability to utilize energy. Shocker. If you eat the right fucking foods and you focus on eliminating the crap and eating the best quality foods, an elimination diet is excellent because you see your sensitivity. You get rid of all processed foods, sodas, candy, gluten, wheat, flour, all that stuff. You get rid of processed meats, grain-fed meats. You get rid of all these low-quality fruits and vegetables that are mass-produced, GMO stuff. You actually take control of your health in all aspects. Control, that's what you do have. You're not forced to eat. No one's fucking holding a gun to your head and saying, eat this fucking food, you pussy. You are going and buying it. And you're addicted to it. You know why? Because they manufacture it that way. Your body is hardwired to want to find food because it's scarce, like I mentioned. Evolution has made food scarce. I'm sorry, evolution hasn't, but evolution has created us, an organism that needs to find food, that understands on a genetic level that food is scarce. We need extra food to survive. Because food is not scarce, when we have things like sugar and candy, that is like you walking into the woods being like, I need to find some fucking food, and stumbling across a mango tree. Your body loses its shit. And of course you go and pick tons of mangoes, and you might eat a lot of mangoes one day, but you don't have a fridge. You don't have a supermarket. You don't have Amazon if you're in the fucking jungle. You eat what you can and you go on your way. So you don't eat tons of that all the time. Plus, it's natural, all that stuff. And you're walking around. You're doing activity. You're a human being. You're an animal in the woods. You're not just sitting at a computer screen for 15 hours a fucking day for 30 years. You're exercising. You're moving. You're hunting. You're fishing. You're working. You're building things. And you're a human being that needs to build a shelter. You're moving. You don't sit around. Native tribes don't just sit around and do fucking nothing. They're working. You have to do everything. So that sugar is actually used. Okay, and it rots after a while. You don't have it in your fridge endlessly whenever you want. You don't have these sugar injections. So your body is designed to crave that stuff. Now we have it all the time. So of course you're addicted to it because your body is designed to crave it or to go after it when you see it. Once in a while, if you find a mango tree and you fucking pick it and it's in season, out of season, like shit, in the woods, things go out of season. You don't have these things all the fucking time. So you're not addicted. You can't get addicted to it. They don't exist anymore. We are not in our environment. So you have to recreate it. We have to stay up with the times because society changes and stuff, but you have to recreate your health and the food consumption onto how we're hardwired. You're not going to be able to get past it, everyone. You can't get around the fact, you can't get around your evolution. You can't get around it. You ever watch one of those shows where there's time travel and you have someone, how about this? Everyone's seen this fucking goof ass movie. Come on, Bill and Ted's. You bring Socrates, what's up, bro? You bring him 2,000 years into the future, or Napoleon, right? Napoleon. And you bring him what the fuck is going on? Think about that, how it's funny. Oh, Socrates, Socrates is in California, San Dimas. And then you think, well, that's like 2,000 years, 3,000 years, 4,000, whatever it was. What about 2 million? About 5 million? About 500,000? What about 5,000 times the length of that? That's your body today. Yes, we went to the moon or whatever. Oh no, the earth is flat, bro. We went, we did things, we've created things, we have iPhones, we're connected across the world. It doesn't mean that our bodies are old as fuck. Old as shit. Bodies are fucking old. And we're eating all this new food, this brand new stuff. Completely brand fucking new. Out of nowhere. Never existed before, now it does. Our bodies are saying, what the fuck is this? It tastes good. We're wired to have sweet things or to look forward to like it. No shit, you like cookies. Your body, why do you think they create these things in a lab? Because they know exactly what the human being, they know more than you, which is why you're hooked on it. It's not the first step to count, to measure. When you eat the right foods and you go back to eating what you're supposed to fucking eat, guess what happens? Your hormones start to repair. You start to feel better. Your body sends the right signals back and forth. When you're full, you start to feel full. You're not going to overeat quality food. No one's ever overconsumed broccoli to a fault. Never heard of it. No one's, I ate way too many veggies, slap their stomach. Too many veggies, bro. Too many Brussels sprouts, dog. Yeah, I gained like 15 pounds this vacation. Too much salad. Unless you're putting ranch dressing and garbage all over it, no one has ever said that. There's a reason for it. You get full. You don't want any more. You don't want any. You don't want any. When you eat real food, and put in the comments below, when you eat real fucking food, the right food for you, when you eat that shit, when you're full, you're done. You don't stuff your face. You just don't want any more. It's not dramatic. You're done. Like, no, I'm good. When I'm full, I'm done. It's over. It's over. It's game over. There's no more. I just don't want any more. If I'm trying to gain weight, yeah, you have to eat more. Okay, I could go and stuff. I could stuff more. But I'm not trying to be sick to my stomach. I'm not trying to be unhealthy. I'm not trying to gain extra weight. I'm fine. I'm fine. And your body will tell you when it's full. The calories in, calories out. For 99% of the population, it will work itself out. If you're a fitness model and you're trying to get as lean as possible for a cover shoot or whatever, obviously you have more specific needs. You're going to have to manipulate things and get much more granular with your results. If you're a professional athlete, obviously you're going to have specific needs. If you're trying to cut weight for a boxing match or an MMA fight, Obviously, you're going to do different things than Joe the accountant who's sucking down McDonald's 3 times a fucking week. And, right? I don't understand why people think that everyone needs to be counting fucking calories. You don't need to count calories unless you're eating the wrong foods. And even then, most times it doesn't work. I wonder why. I wonder fucking why most people struggle with counting calories. One, most people hate math. Most people don't like math. Raise your hand if you love math. Most people don't like it. So here's what we should do. We should make everyone fucking count, measure, add, subtract. Most people fucking hate math. I don't know what the percentages are, but most people say, I don't know. I don't like math. Most people don't like math. They have bad connotations with math in school and adding and all this stuff and calculus and trig and all. Most people don't fucking like that stuff. So you're having most people try to do something that they don't like fucking doing. Okay? Then you're still allowing them to eat. Like, it's not the right approach. It's not the right approach. You cannot convince me otherwise. Do calories exist? Sure. So what? Like, what does that have to do with anything? You're not helping someone improve their life. You're not helping someone create a better relationship to food by having them cut calories, and now they're eating less calories and they're getting even less nutrients than they were before. They're eating less of the shit that they're already eating. So now they're getting less volume and they're still eating the same garbage foods. You're keeping those addictions alive and you're still fucking yourself up just with less volume. You're not changing much. Can you lose weight? Of course, you're in an energy deficit. But that's why a lot of people try to manage and measure and they don't succeed. They fall off. They fall off the wagon. Oh, I fell off. I gained all this weight back because you're not eating the right food. You're not doing it the right way. I'm not saying people have not lost weight by cutting calories because yes, you want less energy. What I'm saying is when you focus, I want to keep it the simplest way. If you focus on what and the quality of what you're eating, you're not going to have to stress yourself out to hit your caloric needs for the day. You're going to be satisfied and know it because you're going to feel full. Guess what, everyone? Your body has a built-in system to tell you to stop fucking eating. You fat ass. Your body has the built-in system. Your body has the signal. It has the button. It hits it. And it will tell you, stop eating. Stop fucking eating. It's called feeling full. You don't know what that is because you're eating foods that are interrupting. It's like stealing someone's mail. They're not going to get the message, now will they? If you go into someone's mailbox and take the letter out and burn it, they are not going to see it. It's the most basic common sense thing. I don't see where the discrepancy is. It's the number one priority to fix your health, to fix your nutrition, is the quality first. There's different ways to approach it. You could do major elimination. You could start cutting things out one at a time. People are psychologically different, but to go after measuring shit first is not the right approach. It's not the first thing that the majority of people should be focusing on. Case in point, everyone's been talking about measuring calories for decades, and people are fatter and more miserable than ever. So tell me I'm wrong. And I'm not sitting here saying I have to be right, but where's your evidence to say that that's the best way to do it? Because someone else lost some weight? Okay, so what? Millions of people, thousands of people, whatever, have lost weight by focusing on the quality. And they have not had to weigh and take out their scale and calculate and put their things into MyFitnessPal and all that fucking shit. That's no way to live. You're not born with a calculator in your hand when you come out of your mother's vagine. You don't have one. Why? Because it's hardwired into your body. You're just eating the wrong shit that's interrupting your body's natural process of letting you know what the fuck is going on. You have pain. That's a signal your body is telling you that something is wrong. What do? You go and you take Tylenol to cover up the signal. You're hungry. What do? You go and you just put anything in your fucking face hole so you don't feel that signal anymore. But guess what? You're eating the wrong shit, so you're going to feel it over and over again because your body's saying, no, I need real food, so you eat more garbage. No, I need real food, so you eat more garbage. No, I need real fucking food, so you eat more garbage. And then you get fat and wonder why. It's not the right way to go about it. It's just fucking not. And it's like telling a 6-year-old that Santa Claus doesn't exist. I understand it can hurt a little bit. The truth can hurt, but it only hurts if you allow it. So lube up and fucking do something about it, all right? Literally, you need to fucking make moves on it. Stop asking questions, stop debating it. It makes sense because it just fucking is the truth. That's the only thing you should be focusing on is the right fucking foods. Yeah, I've done so much content on the elimination. I have articles on my blog. Okay, I'm going to put together a masterclass series that's even going to break it down even more for all of you. Okay, a lot of you have seen it already. A series of video, a lot of you Inside X. All right, I'm going to put that out there for everyone. But I'm telling you the way to do it. I'm telling you the foods to get rid of. See people in the comments, I don't even know what to eat anymore. What the fuck are you talking about? Cut out the milk. Oh, but what am I going to put in my cereal? Nothing, because you're not eating cereal. You're not eating the grains and the gluten, all that shit. You're not eating soy. Stop eating those foods. Vegetables? How about that? 100% grass-fed animal products? Oh, but animals, yeah. All right, well, go be vegan somewhere else. We're talking about human nutrition here. Pastured eggs, if you're going to consume those. Lots and lots of fiber. People fuck up keto all the time. Keto is a fad. People fuck up keto because they think it's all fat and fucking protein. 1, you don't want to eat too much protein on keto because it kicks you out. And 2, you need to be pounding fucking fiber. People just think it's fat all day. You need fiber, like ungodly amounts of fucking vegetables when you do keto. It's net carbohydrates. People just don't know. They don't do their research. They follow the next fucking person. You go on Instagram and you type in vegan and you see some people that they cut out meat completely and, oh, I'm looking great. You type in carnivore, you see all these people, 2018 was such a wonderful, I almost threw up last night. 2018 was such a wonderful year. I discovered my true health and this, that, and this, the carnivore diet, carnivore life, this. You discovered carnivore in 2018 and you're just their profile is carnivore girl. It takes months, sometimes years for deficits of nutrients to rear their heads. Of course, you feel better and you fixed your health. You cut out 99.9% of the fucking food on earth by just eating meat. Okay, I'm not here saying that it's good or bad. Maybe it's the future. Maybe, oh my God, we figured that out. Research hasn't been done on it. No one knows for sure. Like with anything else, no one knows for sure. Okay, everyone's different. That old chestnut. So in a couple months, people are posting, oh, it changed my life, carnivore life and meat. I cut out my heart. I can't believe. I want to see that person's profile in 5 years. I wonder if they change their screen name again. Like to absolutely eradicate any major food groups, like no fiber, only. I think that's borderline psychotic. That's extremely dangerous. With our current understanding and information, that's extremely risky and dangerous. Yeah, people get results, but people get results with the elimination and they don't cut out everything. It's just a really extreme elimination. Vegan cuts out meat. Carnivore cuts out everything. So if you're allergic to beans, well, you cut that out. You feel better. You cut out like most dairy, right? Soy, all those things. Wow, I wonder why you feel better. Because you're cutting out a lot of the things that are probably fucking you up. Doesn't mean you have to cut out everything. But people just do extreme cutting out and they don't start adding back in. And a lot of times these things are fucking problems. So you can go to either one of these extreme groups and plant your fucking flag, or you could take the logical approach and focus on the quality one step at a time. I know we're going to have this debate in the future. I know we're going to keep on coming back to calories, but you have to measure and this. Fuck you and all that bullshit. All right? I'm planting my flag, and I am literally trying to implore you to focus on quality first. Not only will it improve the quality of your life because you don't have to micromanage, you don't have to count, it's going to improve your overall health and wellness. Your body has these systems built in. Stop fucking them up. Your body will tell you when it's full. It will tell you when it's hungry. It's called evolution. Your body does it for you. You do not need to tell your body when it's done eating. You're trying to do that, or you feel the need to do that because you're fundamentally eating the wrong fucking shit, and you're either lazy, in denial, or you just don't want to fucking put in the work, which I guess is the same thing as being lazy. Okay, I'm telling you, if you're listening to this and you still think that measuring and micromanaging is the best way to do it, then by all means, at least you heard me say this and maybe you'll come around. If you like counting, you can still count. But the priority needs to be the primary number one. The number one thing needs to be the quality first. After that, if you want to observe and measure, if you're trying to lose a little bit extra weight, that's fine. You can cut calories a little bit. It's just not the first rung of the ladder. It's not the top of the totem pole. You can always micromanage a little bit future, right? Let's say you're doing elimination, you're eating the right foods and you want to gain 5 pounds. Well, you still need extra energy. So, okay, but you know the right foods you should be eating. You're not going to be having and dealing with the fucking crazy inflammation and the hormone, the endocrine disruptors. Then you just you add a little bit extra of what the good food that you should be eating. That's how it should be done. So I don't know what else to say about that. I think I literally laid it all out. And that's that. So if you disagree, you're free to disagree. You're free to have an opinion. But I implore you to really think about what I'm saying. I'm not saying that calories don't fucking exist. Obviously, they exist. It's just not the first focus and solves itself 99 times out of 100 when you focus on this. So would you rather try to manage 50 different things? Or what if I told you, hey, if you focus on this one thing, it's like a domino effect and all these other things are going to help sort themselves out. Wouldn't it make sense to focus on that one thing that's most important? It's priority. You'd work on the shit that's the most important, that's going to get you the most results. It's like that way in fitness. It's like that way in nutrition. It's like that way in business. You focus on the most important things. And that's what that is. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 973 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. I saw someone ask me, do I stream on Twitch? Yes, I do. This is currently streaming on Twitch. I'm on Periscope, YouTube, Twitch. I'm everywhere. Everywhere at Swolenormous on YouTube. It's Daily Swole Podcast on YouTube, and also Swolenormous. I have 2 channels on YouTube. I have 2 podcasts. This is the Daily Swole Podcast. You can also go and check out the Swolenormous audio experience, which you get raw clips, all different types of fitness, training, lifestyle, philosophy. So go check that out as well. Yeah, and I'll be here tomorrow for episode 974 of the Daily Swole. Remember, special offers still going on, swolenormousx.com. You see the blog there, swolenormousx.com, the Gain Train blog, workouts, nutrition. You'll see some more articles and stuff about the elimination diet, inflammatory foods. You'll see some workouts and some training content, posting some more stuff up there today or tomorrow. And there's special offers for New Year's for my private membership for full yoga classes, full programs, instructional videos, private community, mobility workouts, programs. Everything is inside Swolenormous X. So go check out that site as well. And you can subscribe to the podcast there also. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow for 974. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.